We're looking at how your plants and pots should look midsummer. Now we're showing these off because we're having more deer, the temperature is starting to drop, so we really want to show these plants because when you buy them in the stores, you know, in that early spring, the packs, the 4-packs,
the 4-inch containers or
the
6-inch,
you know, they're much smaller, so we wanted to show you what they look like
during the summer,
yes,
after the growing season, and they really turn out beautiful. So let's start with this. It's about a 20-inch container, so it's a pretty stout container, pretty good size. There's a lot going on in here. It's beautiful, and really glad of how it's turned out. But we've had some challenges. The deer have been munching on this.
The deer have been just crazy this year.
It was actually a lot better.
They're actually eating stuff that they normally don't eat.
Right, yeah, they're desperate.
In the center, in the center, I had one 4-inch Cuphea. This was the presidential cabana, and it grows kind of taller. There is more Cupheas that
probably like this.
Yep, there's more Cupheas that grow more mounded and more out. This was a tall one. Hummingbirds love it. Obviously, the deer liked it too. But beautiful plant, just added some height to it at that point. Then we go into the SunPatiens.
This is a variegated leaf SunPatiens, and there's a difference between SunPatiens and New Guinea impatiens. They look exactly the same. However, the SunPatiens, as the name indicates, those can go in the full sun, and this is in full blazing sun. New Guineas need shade, so you gotta watch those tags when you're at your local greenhouse and take a look at those tags and what they say on them. So this is the SunPatiens with the variegated leaf. This is the Tropical Rose series. Nice, bright, hot pink. We've been really happy with how this turns out. It's a customer favorite.
It is.
And it's big. I mean, it's coming through. That's almost kind of the highlight of this. It's so big.
It's that center mounding.
Yeah.
Yep. And then on the sides, I have the straw flower. You can turn that if you would.
So you can see the straw flower here. This is, it's a good one that the deer don't like because as the name in it, straw flower, it's almost like a crunchy, they don't like crunching on it. So
you love touching that.
It is. It almost has like a little tactical feel. You can use it as a cut flower. They dry down, they look just exactly like they do now. You can cut them off, dry them down, and put them in little vases. Just a little accent for your home if you want. But straw flower, yellows, pinks, whites, there's several
reds, oranges.
Several different colors in them, but it's a nice one. It sure draws your attention with that bright pop of yellow.
It does.
Yeah, so straw flower are really nice.
The deer have stayed away from that.
Yep.
They don't like it.
I'm very happy with that.
We also have Lantana, and I balance everything out. So I have my center here. I balanced out some yellow, and then the Lantana is in a bloom cycle.
Yeah, so it's got a lot of buds, so there's going to be a lot of color, a lot of that almost that matching hot pink color coming from it. So Lantana is another beautiful one, and then trailing down is the Solanum jasminoides. So you can see
that's a big word, isn't it?
It is. You can see how big these plants are. Look how pretty that is. Yeah.
It's a vine. It does get that little bunch of flowers right at the very end of it. It kind of looks like a vinca vine, but it's more closely related to
the potato vine, I don't like calling them by their scientific name. So this is Solanum jasminoides. I mean, nobody comes in and asks me for that. But it's also called potato vine on the tag. And I don't like calling it potato vine because that's, to me, is not potato vine. The Ipomoea is potato vine. If someone walked into our greenhouse and said, hey, I would like some potato vine, I would walk them over to the Ipomoea, not this, but technically speaking, also potato vine.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. And you can see just how full all that is all the way down around. So like he said, this is about a 20-inch container. I do have it more full because it was end of season and I just was like, oh, I'll just put whatever's left over in the greenhouse together.
Turned out beautiful.
It turned out beautiful.
Yeah.
I have one 4-inch of the Cuphea. I had 3 of these were 6-inch SunPatiens.
So you kind of flanked out and you worked your way out from there.
Yep. And then I have 2, which they were 4-inch at the time, of the straw flower. I have 2 of the Lantana. And then I had 3 of the,
Solanum jasminoides.
I'm going to let you say it.
Solanum jasminoides, the trailing vine.
So, and that's what I
Turned out
had
really
in this
pretty,
whole
though.
planter. And it really is really beautiful. The yellow pops out from here. When you're up closer, and maybe I'm going to zoom this in real quick for you to get a look at how beautiful. Look
Just
at
the
all the
leaves, the
different
variegated,
textures
yeah.
and leaves, and then that pink just pops from it. So,
Let's
really
talk a little
pretty.
bit about the care. This sits in full blazing sun,
It does.
especially all afternoon. So it's getting a blast of heat and sunshine, and it's doing fantastic. Now, the one flower that is going to fuss the most if it goes dry is going to be the SunPatiens.
They are.
They're very dramatic if they go dry. All those leaves will just drop down like this.
It'll look like it is totally done for. Like you're like, oh, might as well take it out because it looks terrible.
Good drink of water, it'll come right back within a couple hours. They're very dramatic when they go dry. So
And you
that's the
don't
one
want it to
keep.
do that. You don't want to stress it out and have
No,
it doing that
but
all the time.
You'll know it if it happens. So
Yeah.
I would say just keep this moderately moist because everything else is going to be just really kind of moderate. But the one that's going to fuss the most is going to be the SunPatiens.
And as far as cleaning up the straw flower, there is some that you can, if they start tearing off on the stem, they'll
Clip those
they'll
off.
kind of get dark. Just clip that off.
Also
And
with
Lantana.
the Lantana, when the flower's done, they'll look like little pineapples. So I'll just show this. They kind of look like a little pineapple, and that's their indication that they are done. So just remember that with the Lantana. Otherwise, everything else is really easy care.
It is.
Yeah. So
Use
Very
some
nice.
use some deer repellent.
yes, yep, and
Because-
often. Yeah, you want to keep those flowers looking.
They did like this. I can see all
They
the
trimmed it
little
up.
stems.
They trimmed her up pretty good. Yeah. So,
But
all right.
beautiful.
All right, so that is our nice little container.
Yeah.
It's happy. All right, thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye-bye.